Ooh, excuse me. Hello guys, good evening and welcome to episode 4, series 1 of the TubeMix review show. Yes, I can't believe it, episode 4 already. Yes, it's only a couple of weeks ago that me and JLI Wheels launched this series, and I'm really enjoying it, and I'm sure I'll be doing more next year. I think I'm going to be doing 10 episodes in this series, and then finishing up for this series and then coming back to do more next year, because I'm sure there'll be plenty of documentaries and films to be reviewed, of course. So as I said, welcome along to the TubeMix review show, episode 4, and today I'm reviewing Disney's Waking Sleeping Beauty. Now, we mentioned it a little bit when me and JLI Wheels were doing our review of Howard, the film about Howard Ashman. Well, Waking Sleeping Beauty is mainly the one that focuses on the Disney Renaissance, I think is the correct word. Disney's second rise, Disney's second golden age, and yeah, from 1984 to 1994. So from The Little Mermaid to The Lion King, basically. And yeah, it's got to be one of my favourite documentaries, I think, because it was absolutely brilliant, I thought. In fact, probably one of the best documentaries apart from the Pixar story. One of the things I absolutely loved was the animators sort of tour around the studio. So you had Randy Cartwright, and then you had John Lasseter there, Joe Ranft. Glenn Keane, I think he was there as well. So those were one of my favourite parts. And this documentary goes through to Ron Miller. Well, you know, in the 1980s, Disney was sort of, early 1980s, and going back to the 1970s and probably the late 60s, ever since Walt Disney's death in 1966, Disney was sort of struggling because Walt was such a big part of their films, and obviously, you know, all the animators, it was their motivation to try and impress Walt. With Walt gone and nobody really of that figure to really drive them on, it was very, very hard. And for some reason, things just didn't go right. Disney was thinking about chucking animation altogether, which would be unthinkable now, even though, of course, obviously animation has changed in the fact that it's not 2D, hand-drawn, ink and painted animation, but 3D computer-generated animation for Pixar and Disney. But yeah, they were thinking of getting rid of animation altogether. And who knows what could have happened. Well, in 1984, Ron Miller, husband of Diane Disney Miller. There we go. Yeah, Walt Disney's daughter, and Ron had been the chairman since the 1950s, I think. It just wasn't going right for Disney. Roy E. Disney, nephew of Walt Disney and son of Roy O. Disney, the Disney co-founder, resigned because they were going to have a takeover, and Ron Miller. But then Ron Miller was gone, and Roy returned, and then Michael Eisner and Frank Wells came. Michael Eisner, some of you may know him if you lived in America. If you live in America, or if you didn't live in America, you might have known him as the second host, really, the guy who did the intros to the Wonderful World of Disney, the Disney Sunday movie, basically the Disney Anthology show. There's so many titles. I don't know. I'm probably just going to call it the Disney Anthology series because, like there's a Wonderful World of Color, Wonderful World of Disney, Disneyland, Walt Disney Presents. But yeah, anyway, so Michael did all the intros to that, and with him, of course, was Frank Wells, and you can really see that when Frank Wells was there and when Michael was there, Disney was its second golden age. They just seemed to really click, and everybody liked Frank Wells, and the company was really on the way to success. And some could say, I may keep repeating this, but it is really the second golden age. The 30s and 40s could be the first golden age, I would say, probably for Disney. And then, this is the second golden age. I really, really enjoyed this documentary. Like I said, I loved seeing the animators doing their studio, well, not really studio tour, but that was great fun, and just them having fun, the young animators, just playing around with guns and water pistols and stuff like that. It was just absolutely amazing. In this film, you get to hear from Howard Ashman, you get to hear from Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Back to the Future director Robert Zemeckis. Zemeckis. Hang on. Robert Zemeckis. Oh, you probably get who I mean. Angela Lansbury, the legend, Ben Knobs and Broomsticks and Beauty and the Beast, and absolute legend of television and film. Alan Menken, Disney composer who has composed some of the biggest songs in the modern era. Kirk Wise, who directed Beauty and the Beast. Gary Trousdale, who co-directed Beauty and the Beast. Michael Eisner, former Disney CEO. Frank Wells in a couple of footage, of course. Former, I'm not sure. President, there you go. Roy E. Disney, Peter Schneider, who was I think, president of Walt Disney Feature Animation, and then now is in the theatre business. John Musker, animator and director of The Little Mermaid and Aladdin, I think. Ron Clements, another animator and director. John Lasseter, the former animator and later Disney and Pixar. Steven Spielberg, famous film director. And hang on. Did he direct Who Framed Roger Rabbit? No, am I thinking Robert Zemeckis did the... No, that's Arm Silvestri. Oh, never mind. Rob Minkoff, co-director of The Lion King, I think. And Glenn Keane, animator, and Roger Allers, another director of The Lion King. Thomas Schumacher, who... Oh, no, sorry, he's Disney Theatrical Group. Peter Schneider, who's... where's Peter Schneider now, then? Oh, right. Oh, okay. Yeah, they always sound a little similar. Okay. and and many more, and Mike Gabriel. Alright, co-director Pocahontas and the Rescuers Down Under. So you get to hear a lot of people in this documentary, and like I say, I really, really do enjoy it. It's one of my favourites. And yeah, there's also footage of the actors recording bits of for the films, like Paige O'Hara, Robin Williams, Jerry Orbach, Angela Lansbury, Jeremy Irons, Nathan Lane, and then the film actually starts, I think, with Elton John performing either a demo or I don't know, he's performing Circle of Life on the piano, and it's really, really great. As I said, I might be repeating myself. I do apologise for that. But yeah, it's a really, really, really great documentary, and yeah, really, really, really enjoyed it, and yeah, great hearing from the people as well. The perfect documentary basically has basically a mixture of pictures, archive footage, films, archive film, maybe new interviews. Well, this film doesn't have any new film. Instead, it's all basically press kit footage, in progress and completed footage, and personal films and videos. So, by the particularly with the animators doing their, like I said, studio tour, and yeah, it's really, really, really interesting, and it's absolutely fantastic, and it's dedicated to a few people who passed away since: Howard Ashman, Frank Wells, Joe Ranft, and Roy E. Disney. So yeah, that's absolutely brilliant, and like I said, sorry, I'm repeating myself, it's really interesting also too about the films that didn't do so well, like Basil the Great Mouse Detective. I mean, that's practically forgotten, isn't it? I mean, I've never really seen it, but I don't think it's very well known particularly. Right, and I think I've said everything about it, I think. So I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. Brilliant documentary. As I said. I'm also going to take this video to do a couple of updates. Now I'm going to speak to Ben Carney after this video to see if he's available, but if he is, join me, JLI Wheels, Sam Taylor, and possibly Ben Carney when I ask him for the Community Shield first match talk live of the new season, Community Shield Liverpool v Arsenal. That's on the TubeMix YouTube channel. And another thing, I recently started getting back playing Football Manager, and I wondered if you guys would be interested in me coming back to Football Manager, on the channel, because I actually have done that Oh, excuse me. I've done that quite a bit actually, but now I haven't done it for ages. But I did actually do it, and I seem to remember it doing quite well. So let me know what you think. I'm managing Manchester City at the moment because it's really sort of. Oh, excuse me. It's just really, really. Well, it's interesting to see what you guys think. I'd be more than happy to do it. I think now that I've, had it away from the channel for a while, maybe. But yeah, I don't know whether you think maybe not. Maybe try. Maybe more new things. So yeah, it'd be interesting to hear what you guys think. But yeah. Alright guys, that's gonna be me done, I think. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with episode 5 of the TubeMix review show, I reckon, on... I think I'm going to do it on Sunday, I think. But if you don't hear anything, then that will suggest I've changed my mind. But yeah, probably, I will say probably Sunday. And I'll be doing Frank and Ollie, I reckon. And then for the last few episodes of this series, I'm going to... after that, I think are probably going to be a few films. I'm thinking for films, Pooh's Grand Adventure, The Search for Christopher Robin, another Winnie the Pooh film, the Tigger movie, and I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, those are just some of the things to look forward to. And like I said, hope to see you for Match Talk Live on Saturday. I will speak to Ben Carney now after this video, and then yeah, see if he's up for and available for Saturday. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you want to, like, share, comment.